that the black community, which is brought totally into its leadership, historically and in present day, cannot trust that leadership.
They're playing us.
And then must create a class such as the neo-colonial class, the ruling governmental classes, to see to its interests while creating the impression again that these people are free and independent.
They got certain Negroes whom they have to keep blowing up in the paper to make them look like leaders, so that the people will keep on following them.
The idea that we have to understand the power and the energy behind money, and how that power can either be used to make you stronger or it can be used to enslave you.
Politicians running it around making speeches. In fact, what most white people don't know, that amount of money that was generally earmarked for the black masses never arrived, or it arrived in very small measures. It was siphoned off by a group of middle-class blacks and middle-class whites, and the whites got more than the blacks because the blacks were obsessed with white fever.
Things changed to remain the same.
Imprisoned or chained or trapped by black skin, black features, and black blood. That skin and those features and that blood that was holding us back automatically had to become hateful to us. And it became hateful to us. It made us feel inferior. It made us feel inadequate. It made us feel helpless. And when we fell victim to this feeling of inadequacy or inferiority or helplessness, we turned to somebody else to show us the way.
It is a political necessity for black people to be out of their minds.
That's when they found out that a black was flattered when he heard the statement, "You're not like the others."
They only give us tokenism. Tokenism benefits only a few. It never benefits the masses. And the masses are the ones who have the problem, not the few. That one who benefits from tokenism, he doesn't want to be around us anyway.
That we look at the constants, not the superficial changes, you see. Interesting.
About this, understand this. Pretend like we live in a universe, in a world where that recording never happened. Let's pretend like Stiviano, whatever her name was, didn't record Donald Sterling and didn't catch him on tape admitting that he didn't want black people at his games. Now, all the evidence is there. You know, now remember, the recording is the tip of the iceberg, but for some reason we don't pay attention to the damn iceberg. So the evidence is there, but nobody pays attention to it. So imagine if she had not recorded him. What would have happened? A month later, Donald Sterling would have gotten that award. Nobody would have said a word. Al Sharpton would have been sitting right next to him, knowing his track record, having full access to this information about who this guy is. Al Sharpton would have shook his hand. He would have congratulated him. He would have probably taken his money. That's what...
Is to take one of these kind of Negroes and ask him, how do your people feel, boy? And he's going to tell that man that we are satisfied.
Whatever, but that's the essence of power.
That's what they do, brothers and sisters. So they get behind the door and tell the white man we're satisfied. Just keep me up here in front of them, boss, and I'll keep him behind you. That's what they talk when they in behind closed doors. Because see, the white man doesn't go along with anybody who's not for him. He doesn't say whether you're for right or wrong. He wants to know, are you for him? And if you're for him, he doesn't care what else you're for. As long as you're for him. When he puts you up over the Negro community, you become the spokesman.